What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show, the YouTube show, the podcast, recording both here. Whew. Wow. Wow. We had some stuff happen yesterday in college football. Arch Manning has decided where he wants to go to college at. He is going to be attending the University of Texas. So congrats to him and congrats to the entire Manning family. There's no name in football bigger than the last name Manning, and there's no state bigger than Texas. So I think it's a perfect fit. Good, congratulations to him and the entire Manning family, and Coach Steve Sarkisian and the entire state of Texas for getting that recruit. Congrats to you guys. Now, we had two events tonight. So we had some Friday Night Smackdown for WWE, and we had AEW Rampage. Now, the AEW Rampage was a bit bigger than the Smackdown because it was the go-home show for the pay-per-view Forbidden Door, which is taking place this Sunday. Not only will I be watching it, not only will I be doing a podcast reviewing it, but I will be live on my YouTube channel this Sunday for Forbidden Door. I usually don't do lives for Raw, SmackDown, NXT because those are on regular TV and they're free. Pay-per-views are different. You have to pay for those. So I will be live this Sunday for Forbidden Door. I'm super excited to do that. I'll probably do like a test live before the show Sunday to make sure everything works right. But it will happen this Sunday for Forbidden Door. We have confirmed matches. We have confirmed, I can confirm this now, a Fatal 4-Way. Jay White versus Adam Cole versus Hangman Adam Page versus Okada for the IWGP World Championship. That is confirmed. That will happen. So Kenny Omega will not be involved in that match unless he shows up after the match. Hopefully he does. I think that'd be kind of cool to see. But let's get into it. So Smackdown, Sami Zayn has qualified for the men's Money in the Bank match. Now to start the show, Drew McIntyre was in the ring. He was talking about winning Money in the Bank, saying he's going to win. Well, Sheamus came out there, talked about how he's going to win Money in the Bank. And after Sheamus and Drew said that, Paul Heyman came out with Adam Pearce and Adam Pearce said, I cannot let you both be in the match. You have to earn your way. And they had to defeat the Unified Tag Team Champions, the Usos, who coincidentally are in the Bloodline, and they are the cousins to the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Well, they did qualify. They beat the Usos, which actually surprised me a lot. I really did not think they were going to beat the Usos, but they did. So they are confirmed for it. Sami Zayn's confirmed for it. Seth Rollins is confirmed for it. Omos is confirmed for it. And in the women's, it is Shotzi. She qualified tonight. Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss. Asuka, trying to remember, Raquel Rodriguez are all qualified. They will all be on SmackDown next week. I will be there. I will be here watching it and covering everything to let you all know about it on the podcast. But I want to get into it. Let's get into Forbidden Door. Let's get into the pay-per-view Sunday. I have never been more excited for a pay-per-view than I am for this one. That's not true. I was very excited for WrestleMania. I've never been more excited for an AEW event than I am this one. I think it's going to be an awesome show. I think it's going to have a lot of solid matches. We're getting Jon Moxley versus... I know who he's facing. Hold on. Let me real fast. I'll have to double check who he's facing, but I know who he's facing. Doshi Hanatashi. I believe I posted about it, but I know who he's facing. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta get the clip pulled up here. As they did confirm it, of course, tonight. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Hiroshi Tanahashi, yeah. He is facing Hiroshi Tanahashi tonight. I am extremely excited for that match. That'll happen at Forbidden Door. Of course, the Fatal 4-Way, we have a tag team match happening. That we'll get into more as the pay-per-view starts. Some other matches that I gotta look into to, confirm or deconfirm. But also tonight on SmackDown, Pat McAfee. He said, and I don't know if this is smart for him. Pat McAfee said he wants to fight Baron Corbin at SummerSlam. It's also been confirmed that Brock Lesnar will fight Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. That is happening on July 30th. Again, I will be live for that one because that is a pay-per-view. I'll also be live July 2nd for Money in the Bank, a pay-per-view for WWE. So I've got Forbidden Door on Sunday. I've got Money in the Bank next Saturday. And then I've got I know it. I know the show. Hold on. SummerSlam. I've got those coming up, and then there's some others that I'm going to be live for. I'm going to be live for every pay-per-view that they've got for WWE. But guys, I'm extremely excited about everything coming up in wrestling. I want to get into the Forbidden Door pay-per-view one last time. I kind of just want to talk about my, expectations going into it. Tonight, I watched Rampage thinking it's going to be a fun little, goof-off episode, whatever. I did not forget, but I also didn't remember that Wednesday on Dynamite, they announced Bryan Danielson will not be able to compete at Forbidden Door. So, a debut star will take his place. Now, rumors have been circling as to who this star is. A lot of people are saying it's Claudio, who is formerly known as Cesaro in WWE. Some people have said it's going to be Johnny Gargano, also a former WWE star. I think it's Claudio. I really think it's the former Cesaro, Claudio. And here's why. He makes the most sense for the guy that Brian described. Because Brian said, this guy is a submission magician. He knows what he's doing in the submission game. So it makes the most sense for it to be Claudio. Because Claudio knows submissions. If that makes any sense. If you don't like my podcast being wrestling, or you don't like my YouTube channel being wrestling, or you don't want to watch the things I talk about when I talk about wrestling, that's fine. I understand that. I will talk about football more, NFL's mainly, when it starts, when the season starts. But right now, we are in the wrestling world. But I do want to get into something in the NBA. Kyrie Irving, I'm going to say this as nicely as I can about you, Kyrie. You're a petty child. You are you gave the Brooklyn Nets a list of teams that you would like to look for a trade with if they don't give you a long-term deal. Nobody wants to give you a long-term deal. Your box office, you're worth the money. You understand? Your box office, you're not worth the length of a long-term deal. You're a petulant child. Like, when have you ever, maybe other than with LeBron, because with LeBron doesn't put up with that crap. But when have you ever not made any problem for your teammates? You've made promises to your teammates. Oh, I'm going to be here for you. I'm not going to leave you. And then you leave them. Just like you're about to do to KD, because the Brooklyn Nets are not going to pay you long term. Sorry, it's just not going to happen. Now, again, I feel like your box office, you're worth the money, don't get me wrong. But there's box office worth the money, and then there's you're really not box office. It kind of feels like you're not box office, you know what I mean? Like you're not box office draw worth money. No, my bad. You're box office and you're worth the money. You're not box office worth the deal. Worth a long-term deal. But you're worth all the money. Pay the man max dollars because he's worth the money. His talent on the court when he shows up speaks for it. But that's the big key. When he shows up. You can't count on him. See what I'm saying? Can't really count on him. Not much out of the NFL, really. But yeah, so a couple things happened on Smackdown tonight. Rampage was kind of dull. I mean, Rampage is only an hour of TV. The main event was pretty dull. I mean, I watched it. It was kind of boring though. But Forbidden Door is going to be fun. Again, I'm going to be live for that on Sunday at 7 p.m. Actually, I believe the pre-show starts at 6. I'll be live at 6 for the pre-show. So make sure you tune into that. I'll also be live for the entire pay-per-view. So we're probably looking at about 4 hours of live stream here on YouTube. I hope YouTube does not cut my stream short. They have a lot of rules and regulations. I'll have the headset on, so hopefully, so that'll obviously cancel out any noise. These literally you can't, like, the earbuds you can hear noise out of, but with the headphones you shouldn't be able to hear anything. So hopefully we won't have a problem with that. I'll have the stream up on my TV. I cannot show y'all the stream though on screen because AEW has the same bylaws as WWE that you can't have any secondary stream. So I'll have the main stream on my TV. I'll be calling the stuff. I'll be talking about the stuff, and then podcast afterwards. Stream may change. I may end up just not doing it. I may pre-record the podcast. I may just do the podcast after the show and not really worry about a stream. It depends. Again, I'm going to do a test stream before the main stream of the show, so hopefully it works. But thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing, subscribing, following. I also post short clips on TikTok. I'm going to start doing that with all my stuff. So make sure you guys check that stuff out. We should have a debut on Sunday. Claudio should be in AEW on Sunday. Hopefully he is. Hopefully we get that debut. But waiting on him. Okada is going to be in action. Hiroshi Tanahashi is going to be in action against Jon Moxley for the interim AEW World Championship. But again, thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing, subscribing. Love you guys. Bye, and I hope you guys watch Forbidden Door or watch my stream on Sunday, streaming Forbidden Door watch along. Thank you.